What up, Tay?
Hey, what up, Cole, man?
Ooh, man, everything's up now, boy. We got a racial war going on here, dog.
Hey, man, I heard, man.
Racial tension going on, man. It's like it's just really showing how people really are ignorant. It's the
Right.
Kens and the Karens versus us.
Right.
What it's unfortunate. You don't. I say violence is a last thing
You
I
want
let do, right?
Right.
You know, if it's life or death situation, yeah. And unfortunately, Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player,
Correct.
the teenager from Frisco, Texas, was charged with murder. He's out. He's incarcerated with $1 million bond. He's got $250,000 in the Go Save Me, because GoFundMe shut it down. They said no, we're not partaking it because it's a violent crime. So they shut his account down. Yeah.
So he got the bond money though. That's
Well, no,
$100,000.
But well, you got to get 10%. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I don't know if it's for the attorney.
Right.
You know, but you know, it's been like 4 or 5 different versions. Like nobody knows what really happened. Like it started off with Carmelo Anthony. He had a tent on the school property, and on the Austin Metcalf school, there was a track meet, and he had a knife in the bag with him. And they say that Carmelo was suspended from previously. It's like I said, it's kind of like conflicting. And Austin Metcalf, the white one of the dude that was murdered, yeah, he approached him and said, "Hey, you don't belong here," and he asked him to leave. And I think he got aggressive with him.
Okay.
And from my understanding, Carmelo had said, "Hey, you put your hands on me, you know, don't you see what happened?" You know, he kind of gave him a warning, like, "Hey, back up, man."
Right.
Austin took it to it. And unfortunately, he was stabbed. It's an unfortunate situation, but it's like it's like he a murder. He should be in jail. And it's like self-defense, and it's like it's really sensitive, dude.
The problem was, condolence to Metcalf family, but I feel like he jumped into something he shouldn't have done. Like he played police when he shouldn't have done that, because that wasn't his responsibility.
I just hate that he stabbed him. Like damn. And he's such a bright kid. Like he's 4.0, involved in sports, track, working 2 jobs, 17-year-old, very, very bright kid, very upbringing. And, they had an article where he saved somebody from drowning,
right.
So he's a very upgraded. And, this goes back to Rittenhouse. This goes back to Dylan Roof.
Yeah.
This goes back to a lot of it. And it's like when they did that, they not keeping that same energy. They gave him $1 million GoFund for Dylan Roof. $1 million GoFund, and y'all talking about he a murder with a $250,000 GoFundMe account. Go Save Me account. I don't want to get the wording wrong. And and white people just say he's a murder, blah blah blah. My thing is that they're human beings, they're kids, first and foremost, and a life with loss, regardless of black and white, purple, green, or whatever.
Right.
This is not, and I hate that the media, all the social media platforms and all so forth, they are making this into a really race war, people are getting manipulated by it. Like, it's like black people saying it, white folks saying it. It's ridiculous. It's like, and people say that the media is bad, but yet they feed into it on the daily run. Like, this is my breakfast.
Right. They are doing what America teaches us to do. Pick a side. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are kids. But it was one kid that I feel like was Metcalf, the one who got killed.
Right.
I feel like Metcalf, he did something that he thought he was doing right. But it wasn't his responsibility to tell another kid his age to say, "Hey, you don't belong here." That's for an adult with authority to do.
See, the thing that got me, I wanted to defend Carmelo, but it's like he ran and he threw the knife in the bleachers. It's like, why did he run? That's the thing that got me. He probably was scared, and he was scared. By any means. But it kind of like, damn, why did you run?
Right.
But this is one of those things. Like, I'm gonna let this pan out. I'm not gonna make no judgment. I feel sorry for both of them. To be honest with you, because they both are. He was 17. Both of them were 17-year-old. They were kids.
Right.
They haven't lived it.
And people take the race out of it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Killing a criminal, a killer, or whatever is a killer. Race don't have anything to do with if you kill a kid. It ain't got nothing to do with the race. We don't know mentally what they was going through as human beings. So take the race out of it. I feel bad that it was a kid that's a lighter race. I feel bad if it was a kid of a darker race. You know, and we got a habit of saying, oh, he's a white kid. Oh, he's a black kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like both of them were kind of in the wrong.
Absolutely,
you know,
100%.
They both was in the wrong.
And I'm not a fan of bullying because I went through it. So I don't feel sorry for bullies. I get it, they're kids, whatever. But bullies know what they're doing.
Right.
And that you messing with people mental when you do that, when you bullying. Like I said, I don't know how severe the bullying was to that nature, but I know just the art of bullying itself is like, nah, G. Yeah. Like it should be some mofos dead dealing when I dealt with growing up straight up 100%.
A lot of it start from home, man.
Right.
They start from home. They take what they learned from their parents based on how their parents treated them. Right. Like a lot of kids, if the parents were real aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Most of those kids turn out to be the ones that's doing the bullying. Right. Because they take what their parent did to them and then they put it on another kid. Right. That's, that's going to accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I also want to say that racism and what the media is doing, these platforms, it's a business.
It's a business.
It's a money-making business.
Entertainment. Yeah.
100%. Like, and I just, people are just not, they don't think. You know, not necessarily that situation, but this is a business.
Right.
You know, y'all need to look, like you said, take the race card out and see. Like I said, I'm going to, hopefully within the next few weeks or days or however you want to do it, we get more information on it. I could touch on it a little more. Right. But I just know that this is just a sad situation, dog.
Very sad. And what was the adults? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, if I put myself in that situation and I would have been there, I probably would have been like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been nothing, you know what I'm saying, race-wise. Right. If I seen him stabbing a white kid, I probably would have jumped in and tried to, you know what I'm saying? Right. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're kids at the end of the day. You know, I mean, and black, white, purple, green, a lot of it's been lost, and you got one incarcerated that possibly can probably be there for the rest of his life. Right. So it's and Texas is not a fan of minorities.
And they promote a lot of racism.
Yeah, in Texas, 100%. And like, you seen about the dude pissing the Gatorade water and causing herpes, an incurable disease, 6 years. Like, Texas is not a fan of black people. And I love Texas. I got people in Dallas and Louisville and so forth in Houston. But Texas just one of them states that just...
See, they need that real black mama, that down south black mama up there. Come out there with that belt and just would have beat the black and white off their ass.
Right, yeah.
Like, what the hell? You put that knife up.
Right. The black mama would have beat both of their ass.
Black mama would have beat both of their ass.
100%.
Would have whooped the black and white off their ass. It wouldn't have been about no race.
Right,
See, that's why you love a black down south mom. Nothing against the other black mom, but I'm just saying. We know about an ass whooping at the right time, man. That ass whooping would have saved jail and everything else, Yeah. So it gonna be a lot of praying going on, man.
100%. So y'all stay tuned, man. I'm gonna hit more on the subject once I get more of the detail. They say it's a video, but the video gone. As I say, it's a lot of conflicting. It's not. Yeah, it's like people speak on because he's dead or he's a murderer. Y'all got to get all the facts together. Yeah, before y'all make any kind of judgment.
And pushing the narrative.
Right now, I'm just They put pushing the narrative, and people are driven and they feeding off of that.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
And
so
people, these are kids. So stop it with the foolishness. Kids make kids mistakes. Right. You know what I'm saying? 100%. They make kid mistakes, and that is up for. I'm pretty sure some adults there that seen it that could have stepped in. Right. And stop letting kids handle grown folk business. Right. So step in sometime. And help these young kids.
Help the kids out, man. It ain't black and white shit dead. Y'all need to end it. It's dead. It's gone.
Right.
Whew, Trump acting up, boy.
Yeah, man.
It's Trump just you see the spit just my lips.
Hey, that's what them terrorists do to you, man. Dry your mouth out.
What? China going at it, it's about to get ugly, dog.
Get ugly, man.
And I don't want to elaborate on how the system works,
right?
Because I don't want to be like, I'm gonna just be like, look, I'm gonna just tell you to read books about how the president works,
right?
And a lot of people are blaming Trump. He's the commander in chief, but it's more to that.
Yeah, it's People higher than him.
Yeah, people higher than him, but people think it's Trump. No, this is if Kamala was in there, it would probably be the same thing.
Yeah.
And people don't. No. What's your take on it? Everything about to get taxed.
Yeah. And you know what? I look at it like this, just on some real life stuff, man. In the beginning, things always seem more difficult. But it's some good I feel like it's some good that's going to come out of this.
Right.
You know, because America been in debt for a long time. But now you got somebody that's trying to really stand up and get America out of debt. Like, okay, somebody with experience of being in debt with bad business deals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So who better to have than Donald Trump? Somebody who know. You know,
well, you got to understand. This is what y'all got to understand, that America is a business,
right?
Point blank. When you come out that coochie, and you get their social security numbers and those fingerprints and that birth certificate,
right?
It's a trademark on your ass,
right.
And people don't know that. Like it's really a business. The day you come out, you know, you get that ass spanked and you get the umbilical cord. They get your fingerprints and they get you that number. Yep. You are a tracking device for them. You are a trademark, a United States corporation. You belong to the United States corporation. It's a business. So
when you breathe, when you start breathing,
it's a business. It's a business corporation. Just like, you know, from taxes and so forth, Social Security, we pay the working individuals are paying Social Security. Right. So it's a business. It's 100% business.
Nowhere around it.
Yeah, nowhere around it. So everything is a dollar sign. Even with the court cases and criminal cases, it's a dollar sign, man. All the signs. So.
But it goes back, and the first thing people do, this is another thing why people need to read and pay attention to history. And the first thing people say, oh, he's racist. It's racist. People love throwing a race card when things don't go their way. You know, race this, race. Oh, he drunk some Kool-Aid. Oh, he racist. He don't like black people because he drunk Kool-Aid, so he gonna tear. You know, so it's man. Like I say, just go through the process. It's some good gonna come out, because if you look at a lot of stuff that's going on, it ain't got nothing to do with race. Trust me,
it's got more to do with ignorance.
More it ain't got nothing to do with race.
Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with race. I agree.
And man,
I agree. And I think people just don't educate themselves.
Right.
And I say this, like, y'all educate your damn self, and don't hurt to read 10 minutes a damn day about some book, not the fiction bullshit. Right. Read about what goes on in the world. It's just 10 pages a day. But black folks don't want that. They want to be on Facebook. Oh, on Facebook. You do on Instagram. You do. No, read a damn book for 10 minutes. Shit.
Right. And like, if you look at the terror, like we talking about China been getting over America for a long time.
Long time, before I was born.
We've been buying knockoffs and all kind of stuff from China. I mean, whether people want to say it or not, man, you know, so
I can go on and on about this, but yeah, you know, you got to really educate yourself and be smart. So
and I think, what do you think? Like, if we talking about the terror, but then you got the protests. You know, people protesting by Elon Musk. What is like the Social Security and Medicare, you know, Medicaid, Medicare, you know. So and now I kind of get where they coming from with Elon, because they like, hold up, this guy don't have no experience in politics, you know.
None. Zero.
Right.
When did he become an advisor?
Hey, man.
Because he know how to do electric cars and shit. Come on, dog.
Right. Or what, the spaceships?
Yeah.
So
want to send everybody to Mars. Like, dude, who are you to make these type of decisions?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
Playing God, man. But then also, I guess why Trump picked him, because Trump is really not, you know, a politician. You know,
Trump is not. He's a businessman, but he's not a politician at all.
So he got somebody who can follow, you know what I'm saying, follow the process. Right. And who is not going to be affected by what other people think or what they do. He going to follow whatever the rule is, the goal is, he going to follow it. Right. Yeah, he don't care about losing the Tesla, because people returning them Tesla, man.
Like, yeah. Get me a Honda Accord, please.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Give me a gas saver.
Y'all better start buying
gas, boy. Right, some that pump some damn gas, man.
Better start buying American. Hey, Lucid, man. Y'all go out here and buy this Lucid stock and help me. Yeah, buy this Lucid, man.
Buy the Lucid, man.
Yeah. Lucid LCUID. Get out here and buy this Lucid. That's an American-made electric car.
I'm messing with you. Yeah, man. Familiar face about to get back into the government race. Ooh,
yeah, man.
We had what, Stacey Abrams?
We had Stacey
Abrams. She couldn't do it. So we about to get Keisha with the bottoms coming in there.
Land bottoms, man.
She said, I'm cute for being mayor. I'm about to be cute enough girl. But now I will say, when she was mayor, she didn't do a very good job. I'm sorry. She's very attractive. She bad. I won't take that from her. She's great to look at. But far to get shit done in Atlanta, no, not at all. So Andre Dickens is doing this thing.
Andre Dickens is doing this thing. Yeah.
So Keisha's running for governor, man. What's your take on that?
Well, you know what?
Taste, I just want to look at her ass a few times.
we haven't had. No, okay, we had a female vice president and stuff like that. But I think it'll be good for Atlanta to have a female governor.
What's she gonna do though? She couldn't be a man. You going governor?
Yeah.
First thing you need to raise up these minimum wages. $7.25 is gone, love.
But yeah, so maybe that might happen.
But I heard that Kemp tried to do that, and I think they blocked it off when he tried. From what I've heard,
But you know, women can do things men can't do.
She ain't do no what she the man. She was walking around here with her ass out and the cute. Keisha, we love you, Keisha. You bad, but
right.
Nah.
But that's what I'm saying. See, she can work that magic and get up.
And Stacey wasn't as cute as her, so maybe.
Stacey Abrams is a thick, beautiful black woman, man. You know, some of us men like them thick, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a hum to that.
Hey man, Stacey beautiful, man.
I'm a hum. But yeah, she's getting back to the game. So she's running next year, so 2026. So she's running next year. So.
I think it's a good thing, man. And I really hope like people really rally behind her. And that's another thing. Like even women, it's time for women of all cultures to stand together and stop making this again by being secretly racist behind the scenes.
And she can do the job. I don't have no problem with it.
Right.
I don't have no problem with it. Anybody, man or woman, cat or dog, if they can do the job, go for it.
Right. I think she was Atlanta bred like me. I think she can, she can make some things happen, man. She can get in there.
The only thing she did when she was a man was just extended the strip club out. That's about it. So we get some titty.
Good job, man.
Right, man.
It is Lance Bottoms, she had the bottoms, she had to take it, But
are you crazy, dog?
I really think it's gonna be a good thing, man. And I don't know who's gonna be her running mate, but I think it's gonna be pretty interesting, man.
Yeah, it is.
And I hope she really, for me, I don't vote for people just because of their race and
their color,
their color, and and you really got to be beneficiary to where I'm from and what's going 100%. On for the people,
right? And what you're familiar with, right? 100%.
Yeah. 100%. So you ain't gonna get me with the slave talk and all that stuff. Nah, it's got to be some real changes gonna be made here, because Atlanta, Georgia, period, is the place to be, man. Georgia, you talking about success and opportunities, man.
Don't be trying to advocate all this damn traffic. No. Y'all come here. Traffic bad. No. Don't come here. Don't listen to Tank. Go to South Carolina.
Come to Atlanta.
Go to Charlotte.
No.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Go to Alabama. Do not come to Atlanta. No.
And matter of fact, when you come to Atlanta, you look for Tank and Coke.
Now, you can look at the show. We can get on the show, but you want me bringing that. They can look at that wide nationwide, man.
And the governor should hire Tank and Co podcast.
I'm with that. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
What you think about Emmanuel Kayago?
Kayago,
I don't want to say the name right. I'll just Kayoga. I want to develop a breast cancer, man.
That's amazing, man.
That is
that's amazing,
man. You know how many people suffer? Women. Some dudes too, some men too. But that's amazing, dog. From South Africa, pharmaceutical major. He's a pharmaceutical scientist. Mm-hmm. He's an entrepreneur.
Right, man. And all I'm saying is, man, let the brother live.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Please.
It's time to stop. Pharmaceutical. Stop knocking out people. Let these people cure somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and I'm about to say a handful. Let me be quiet. I can't say that on the air.
Say it, man.
No, I can't. Let me be quiet on that. We gonna get your ass. Let me be quiet. But nah, man, he made breast cancers. The funny thing when we discussed it off the air was that breast cancer, it comes in many forms.
Right.
And I'm glad you educated on me on some of the things. I got researched some of it, and I thought that breast cancer come from the lymph nodes of your wall, like from being overworked and stuff like that. It comes from bad health habits. But you were saying there's like different types of cancers that come from
type, man.
Right.
It come from your milk ducts.
Right.
Like ducts
right. That's what. Yeah. It come from ovarian cancer. It can come from different type of cancer. Smoking, drinking, and it could be in your family history. So that's a very important thing. That's why I'm glad.
Invasive. What is it? Ductal. I can't never pronounce it. Like it's.
We need an English teacher. An English teacher right now.
It's IDC. IDCS like what is it? Like it's the most common type of breast cancer.
Right.
And I think it's like 70 to 80%. Cause 70 to 80%.
And then they have to get rid of their breasts to survive. And I'm like, dang, dog.
Right. So
I don't want to joke on it too much because I know that's a sensitive subject. But them babies, that's probably why my lips too big. My mom was just getting the breast cancer. Yeah. Like I'm sucking on the nipple too hard. Like I'm overworking now.
Because it's spread throughout the lymph nodes. Right. That, the cancer,
so,
man. And it's like, man, like. And we need the women, man. That's why this is very important, man. When we have people that come up with cures and stuff, for important things like that, man.
Right.
Yeah. So and women, like I say, like even my mother-in-law passed from breast cancer, man.
Right.
And
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. A couple years ago. Yeah,
so,
man. So I know what it's like to bury a mom and from breast cancer, man, and she was real bubbly, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so and that stuff, man, is like you can be a beautiful human being, physically, outlook. It went from just looking there to like just darker than the microphone, within months, man, and that stuff is just taking people out, man. So This is very important, man. And shout out to this brother for
Emmanuel. Shout out to you, man. Uganda,
man. Yeah. So we got to do all we can to protect this brother,
right?
And make sure
that's what we need to be fighting for. Make sure he's straight for real.
And because cancer ain't got now. One thing about this stuff. People be trying to be racist, but ain't no race when it comes to no diseases.
Hell no.
That disease don't say, look at you black.
We got you.
Yeah.
Come on, Jose.
Yeah. Like, look at Shirley right there. Look at Suzanne. We gonna get Suzanne. Look at Tang over there. Tang. It don't matter for you from India, none of that stuff, man.
That disease don't discriminate at all.
Don't discriminate. That's some worldly stuff that was taught. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessary stuff taught, and people was tricked mentally. It was taught through the system to keep us divided, to keep the world the way it is. Cause they feel like if it ain't no crime, it ain't no diseases, it ain't gonna be no workforce, no system. You have to abide by.
Right.
So and they don't know it really will be. Cause bless you. So it's like,
damn, Paula, shit. Woo. Boy, I got how the fuck out in the studio, damn.
And that's what they need to do. God, go on and bust a cure down here through the pollen.
I know, yeah. We need a doctor to find a cure for this damn pollen, damn, boy. Woo.
Yeah, a cure through the pollen.
Yeah,
Let the pollen be some medicine and cure some people.
Damn, I'm high. I don't even smoke.
Yeah, man.
Terrence Howard interview going. Whoo, well, you would think he was all. You think he was really a DJ on the damn air, man. Hey, man, Diddy tried to fuck me. And I did the interview and I did singing lessons with Diddy, and he kept looking at me.
Yeah, it came with a price.
Yeah, but Taraji said no. Nia Long said no, and Tay Diggs said yes. Tay Diggs said yes. It's like I don't feel bad for the victims, and this is why. you know what entertainment does. You know what it's gonna lead to. Yes, you're not gonna eat bologna and cheese sandwiches no more. We get that, but this is what you rather go through to get where you want to go, and you have a decision either to go or not go.
Right, but I say I kind of stand up for the new ones that don't have a backbone for themselves, because I'm gonna say the ones that starstruck, they get into entertainment. You know, they don't know how to defend themselves. They forget that this person.
But they grown, Tank.
Hey man, some people get weak, man.
Tank,
some people get weak, man. They don't know how to man up a woman up. Be like, nah, you can't have my ass, man.
But some people, but you don't want to go back to that lifestyle. If you broke, struggling to pay bills, and you got $1 million in front of you, and you want to, do a little sucky.
Hey, man.
Hey,
I come from that era. My mom used to tell me all money ain't good money, man.
Oh, okay, then you need to stick with that. Don't be trying to say, don't be saying the victim like, well, they don't understand, or they don't have a backbone. Buddy.
But some people think money is everything. They were
and it's
willing.
Not. I'd rather have this than money.
Right.
100%.
But this how crazy some people is. Some people say you can give me a disease and I take this. If I know you got AIDS, I let you give me AIDS, but give me $10 million, not knowing that you gonna die. So that was a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I let you whack my ass to give me AIDS for $10 million and I'm gonna die next year? That defeat the purpose, man.
Man,
but people think that way though.
Well, Terrence Howard, DJ, Lucius Lies, whatever you want to call him, but he just went on to detail about Diddy and the parties, and he named some celebrities that were involved in it. They're not mentally the same, and that will do something to you,
right? But
it's like the thing about Terrence, I agree with him. I do agree with him, but it's like when Brayshawn Greer, the dude that played his son on Empire, he went through like a mental breakdown. Like
a lot of them do.
I mean, that's like the one that was like he don't. I mean that they just work together. True, but they kind of y'all was working on set every day or whenever y'all shot.
Right.
So y'all kind of had like a mutual type of respect or a relationship, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So you around this person every day or every day how they shoot, right? And it's like he was going through that. You didn't speak out against that, and I'm just like.
But there we go again. Like you can tell when somebody you around every day going through something.
100%.
So
100%.
But you jump on it when something happened, and it should have been like, let me pull this brother to the side and be like, hey man, what's going on?
But Terrence didn't do that.
Right.
Allegedly. I mean, but you can't. I feel like they all bad. If you're gonna get Diddy, get all of them.
Correct.
Don't just pick him out, but just because he's the main topic. You got a lot of entertainers that have done what Diddy has done.
Stuff,
well, yeah. No, it's not him at all. He's a centerfold of everything right now. But no, you got a lot of entertainers that have done that type of stuff or involved in that type of stuff.
But I think now, I think Diddy probably gonna tell. He already telling, and they one thing about the feds, they investigate now. You know what I'm saying? So they finna open up a can of worms, and it's gonna be people we never would have thought was out there busting ass. You know,
but let me ask you this question: a lot of these celebrities, we can look at the Diddy's, we can look at a history of the celebrities. Do you think they have to go through this type of stuff to keep their kind of status? Because it makes you wonder, like. You look at a lot of, I'm not here to name drop and bring up old sores and old wounds, but if you look at the history of stuff that these celebrities have been through, a lot of them are still elaborate. A lot of them still got money. We do something like that, we probably can't get no job nowhere else. So you think this is kind of like
a ritual? These are rituals. These are unnecessary rituals. That's what these are.
You think it's a ritual?
These are rituals. Because somebody look at this. This is my thing. My thoughts. Some of these entertainers that's doing this, how are they so successful not even working for years, but they still able to maintain all these high price, the homes and all this other stuff they got going on worth millions of dollars, but you'll never see them work nowhere. But then you'll end up seeing them with a cask on their feet, a black eye, some kind of ritual,
something disturbing or embarrassing,
and it be a few of them with the same thing going on. Some manipulation.
That's just entertainment.
That's entertainment. Some kind of ritual going on. It's like a dark
satanic type thing.
Right. They want something over your head, and it's been going on since the beginning
for a time. 100%. Yeah, like, whew, and that make you think like that.
And it ain't work because we're spiritual. So you. Whenever you intercourse with somebody, you have a spiritual connection.
It's sexual change.
Right.
100%.
So you get demonic connections.
Right.
So that's what's going on. It's a lot of demonic stuff going on, but God is exposing a lot of people through His people. So that's what's going on right now.
We're having church in here, Reverend Tankhead Mo.
Hallelujah.
Yes, and he's going to do the eulogy real quick. Hey, everybody bow your heads.
Giving honor to God who's the head of my life.
All right. But speaking of the law, but Marvin Sapp closing them church doors.
Close them doors, man.
He said, y'all got to get God $40,000. I ain't think God need no damn money, but
hey, man. Hey, but I don't, you know what I'm saying, man, I don't see what's the difference from. Because my thing is, can't nobody tell me as a grown man, even if he said close the doors, I can still get up and leave. Ain't nobody holding me in no church.
Well, he came on the Ricky Smiley show and he defended. He was saying that he wasn't really keeping the people hostage. He was saying the people. He said the people could have left, but he said the ushers was just kind of guarding the doors. I'm like, yeah, I don't. Be like you guard the door to get $40,000. Like,
but you know what? Ushers been doing that.
They always do that. But you trying to make it seem like they was just by the door, like they didn't really held them hostage, but they were just working. I'm like,
doing what the usher do. The only ushers that scare me is an old black woman with white gloves on. Now I probably would have set my ass down.
And they got a little mustache.
But they'll slap you in your mouth.
Yeah, they hit you. They will
right
hit
in your mouth.
I can witness that.
Yeah.
Like I can witness that. Like for real.
Take that gum out your mouth.
Got the little chin hairs and shit. Their husband died 20 years ago. All they doing is dating and fucking the church.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the only, but yeah, man, but what would the 40,000 for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but let me ask you this. Marvin Sapp, he had that one hit. Everybody knows the damn song. That whenever made it. Very, very uplifting song.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, okay, but a lot of these preachers, lavish lifestyles, they don't pay taxes on their properties. They doing it big. It's like legal pimping.
Right. Well.
That's why I don't go to church. And I'm not knocking nobody that go to church every Sunday, 3 days. I grew up in the church, and I understand. But as you get older, you understand how this game really works.
The most important thing is your relationship with the Creator yourself.
100%.
So that's the most important thing.
100%.
But I feel like with his talent, even if they didn't give, he could have, went on a tour or something. And made that money.
Did he get the money that day, though?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he probably did, though.
I'm not looking at this because I didn't hear nothing. They actually get the $40,000 that day. I heard them being hostage, but they really get the time money going.
Hey, man.
They gotta get that check.
Hey, because I'm gonna tell you who he could have got with it if he went on tour. Because one of my favorite, singers is Smoking Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorites. And he's a pastor.
Yeah, pastor?
I can watch Smoking Norfolk.
I didn't know he was a pastor. I know he was a singer. But I didn't know he was a pastor. Okay.
So not to put him in between that, but if he would have went on tour with Smoking Norfolk, he made some money, man.
But let me ask you this: do you think with gospel, you think that's part of entertainment too?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't have no R&B, none of that stuff without gospel.
So it's just like the good side of entertainment.
Right, that's all it is. You got that's all it is.
We both serve the devil, but that's
right.
Lord, boy, you got that coming for your ass. Don't come for me. I ain't say that shit.
Hey man, if you think about all your rappers, everybody came out of the church. Everything came from the church. Gospel, rap. Everything.
Not Jay-Z. No, I didn't come out the church.
Yeah,
I came from Beyonce. Came from Beyonce in Brooklyn. No.
The lyrics came from the church. You can go from Aretha Franklin. You can go from whoever. Even what's the white boy name that stole all the black folk stuff?
Elvis.
Even Elvis had sense enough to go to the black church.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
so that tells you you know, how
important.
Well, let
me ask you this, and I don't want to try to get between the religion and stuff. You think it's just more of a control?
When you say control, like
I'm keeping y'all, like I'm this preacher. You're gonna listen to me and do this and do that, because there's a lot of people that are influenced by these big time preachers and these, you know, these gospel artists and so forth.
But most people, most pastors do control people because they don't understand the word and they don't have that real relationship with the Creator. They look to man to tell them what to do. But
like I said, okay, so. Excuse me. You just stated that it's all about your relationship with God or your Creator, right? So why do I need to listen to you? Not you per se, but why do I need to listen to man if I got the relationship good with him?
Because I don't read and I don't really have the faith in something that I don't see. That's what it is. And the Creator, God will tell you spiritually. God will give you a word spiritually. God will give you a chapter to read spiritually. You can read something and God will give you something else, and it'll be something you going through.
Right.
And you'll read, you be like,
and that has happened. That has happened.
That's how God works spiritually. God speak through other beings. But some people think God speak through the pastor every time, and it's not true. God will speak through a criminal.
I'm with you, but I'm against you on that.
Okay.
Because if you say something to me, I would think you genuinely mean it. Because I know you, and we cool. Right. But somebody on the street, and I'm looking like, he seemed pretty cool, but then XYZ, they flip the script. It's like, what? That wasn't ordained from God.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you how real God is. Like, most of the friends I was around, they gone. You know, and I had that mark over my life too. And I listened to somebody that told me what was over my life, or just somebody that God used, and I acted on it. And that's why I'm still here today. So God used people and give people visions to get to you that other people can't get to you. And it might be somebody close to you trying to tell you, and you ain't receiving it from them. So God will use other people.
That has happened.
So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, just some real stuff. People never know what people went through. Because I could have been like other people that's down in that jail cell, gone for a long time.
Right.
You know, so yeah.
Right. Understood.
Yeah, man.
It's I'm with you, and maybe I got to grow more spiritual to understand, and because I mean, your relationship with God is just like it's
very
ongoing.
Important.
It's ongoing. It's very important.
Right.
It's going to be a fight. It's a relationship. It's going to be whatever you want to call it. Not the spiritual relationship. Let me clarify that. People are like, yeah, me and God. I was like, okay, you know what? That might be the God you know.
Right.
But and I've had people where people are seasonal. And they have told me some very, very touching stuff that I need to work on. And I'd be like, damn. And I'd be like, what happened to them? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they meant to be seasonal. And people, like, you know, even Tyler Perry said, you got three branches. You know, you got the leaves, you got the branch, you know.
Right.
And the root.
When it branch off.
Right. Yeah. So that makes sense, man. But I try to keep my spiritual way with God, and you know, and I try to read people. Then again, I see that BS. I'm like, oh no, I gotta go.
And that's why I always ask God to put the right people around me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's very important to me. I like, God, put me around the right people, and put the right people that have my best interests at heart. And that I have their best interests at heart. So put those genuine people around me, you know, because I know me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
but you still attract the people that like to use you, and they gonna ask Tank for whatever because they know you gonna do it because you just Tank, because you that type of dude.
But it depends on the person, because then some of those person that really know me and be like, oh, that dude can have me wiped away from here if he wanted to. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when they get to know you, you're like, oh, I ain't know he really was like, you know what I'm saying?
But let me go back to the street code dictionary.
but no, you treat people how you want to be treated. But people know spiritually who's real and who's not. Because I can adapt anywhere. I can go in a corporation. I can go in the hood. I can be around G's and whoever you want to say, and adapt in any situation. You see what I'm saying? Right. I can do it all, you know, because I know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I don't really judge nobody. I just be me. I be Tank, and Let that flow, man.
That's what. Well, we about to judge Usher because Usher out there spinning chairs. He's out there spinning chairs and out there serenading the woman, doing chairs, popping chairs, giving them chairs,
calling divorces.
Calling divorces, man. Man, you read a report about a 45-year-old man.
Man.
Yeah, he divorced his wife, or he's filing for divorce because Usher kissed. And she said they never kiss in public. Like, I don't know if he ugly or I don't know, but he said, nah, that ain't cool.
So the thing is, the reason why he probably smart, because they saying that, I don't know if it's true, saying that Usher got herpes.
Oh yeah, I heard about that when he was
So I man,
he is an entertainer. They do move around,
right? You don't want to be kissing your old lady and get herpes from another dude. You know what I'm saying, dude? I don't knock him. I don't knock him for doing that. I mean,
it's all entertainment, and he got to get paid. He got to make his money,
right? But
my wife did that. Shit, we
lip locking, dog. Yeah, that's different. That's
lip locking. We got
cherries and stuff like that. Yeah, that's
lip locking. That's the end of the relationship.
Yeah,
it is. I know it's Usher and I get it, but nah, you can't be lip on live. You told me behind closed doors and I ain't know about it.
Right, because you seen
what you don't want hurt, so to speak.
You seen what the little young cat was DDG or whatever his name was.
DDG, right.
He took the cherry and put it in his girl mouth. He was like, "Hold up now."
Yeah. Right.
And then I think T.I. did it with Tiny. Yeah, I think the same thing.
Yeah, he did it with his lady though. Right. Well, that's
T.I. But the same respect. You know what I'm saying? People can say what they want to say, but T.I. know, like, hey man, hey, know what it is. So
your wife gonna get your ass. That's right, babe. That right side.
I don't play that. Me and my wife we can be on bad terms, but I don't play the disrespect.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's kind of disrespectful. You got another dude being your wife a cherry. But that Usher, he's still another man.
He's still another man.
and she licking her tongue out. Don't hit the tip of the cherry. You know, like, man. And he don't lip lock with you. Nah, man.
He said, "No, man."
That's
the Atlanta talk. No, man. That the Atlanta talk.
Yeah.
You can hear the Atlanta coming out of Taylor.
That's the straight Atlanta, man. He ain't going down like that, man.
I love it. I'm about to say, Joe. Nah, Joe. Hey, man, that wraps it up, my boy.
Yes, sir, man.
Well, appreciate on the show, man. We always gonna make moves.
Hey, man, we gonna talk later, man.
Man, I'ma see you. My name is Cole.
And my name is Tank, man. And get out here and subscribe to the Tank and Cole podcast.
Y'all subscribe. That's how much y'all rock with us. Subscribe. Right, 100%. Thank you for announcing that, man.
And it's free. It don't hurt. Come and support your people.
Free 99.
And that's for all races.
All races.
All races. Support your people. Tank and Cole podcast.
100%.
Peace.